Ladies and gentlemen, success often seems like a distant, elusive goal, a horizon we never quite reach. We tend to underestimate ourselves, failing to recognize the markers along the way that indicate we are far closer to achieving it than we might think. Today, let's delve into 6 profound signs that you may be closer to success than you realize. Success is not a single grand event, it's a process, an unfolding journey marked by these signs of progress. If you recognize even one of these indicators in your own life, take heart. You are closer to success than you thought. Keep moving forward, keep striving, and trust that the path you are on will lead to the horizon you seek. Taking responsibility for your life is the first and most vital step toward achieving success. At its core, responsibility means acknowledging that you are the primary agent of change in your life. It is an act of maturity that signifies you've come to terms with the fact that while external circumstances can influence your situation, they don't ultimately define your trajectory. Many people fail to recognize this fundamental truth, instead clinging to the belief that their struggles are the result of forces beyond their control. By shifting your mindset to embrace responsibility, you not only change how you view yourself, but also how you interact with the world around you. This shift is far more significant than it might appear on the surface, as it forms the foundation for lasting growth and progress. When you take responsibility, you stop seeing yourself as a victim of your circumstances. This doesn't mean dismissing the genuine challenges or hardships you've faced. Acknowledging adversity is important, but staying stuck in blame and resentment leaves you powerless. By contrast, accepting responsibility is empowering because it focuses your attention on what you can control. If you're dissatisfied with your career, your relationships, or even your health, the first step toward improvement is recognizing that you have a role to play in shaping those outcomes. It's easy to point fingers at your employer, your partner, or even society, but doing so only reinforces a sense of helplessness. Responsibility demands that you look inward and ask, what can I do to change this? Taking responsibility doesn't mean you must tackle every problem in your life all at once. In fact, trying to do so would be overwhelming and counterproductive. Instead, responsibility starts with small, manageable changes. Perhaps you've realized that your mornings are chaotic, leaving you stressed before the day has even begun. Rather than attributing this to an inherently busy schedule or lack of time, you might decide to wake up 15 minutes earlier to create a more intentional routine. This small act of taking charge signals a profound shift in how you approach challenges. Not about solving everything immediately, but about demonstrating to yourself that you are capable of making improvements, no matter how incremental. One of the key benefits of embracing responsibility is that it fosters a sense of ownership. When you take ownership of your decisions and their consequences, you also begin to take ownership of your successes. This sense of ownership fuels confidence, creating a positive feedback loop. Each small success builds on the last, reinforcing the belief that you are capable of achieving your goals. This, in turn, encourages you to take on greater challenges, pushing you closer to the success you desire. The beauty of this process is that it doesn't require perfection. You don't need to have everything figured out to start taking responsibility. You simply need to take that first step and commit to the journey. Also shifts the way you view failure. People who avoid responsibility often see failure as a confirmation of their inadequacy or as evidence that the world is unfair. But when you take responsibility, failure becomes an opportunity for growth. You begin to see it as feedback, a way to learn what doesn't work so you can adjust your approach. This mindset is crucial because success is rarely a linear path. It's filled with setbacks, detours, and unexpected challenges. By embracing responsibility, you position yourself to navigate these obstacles with resilience and adaptability. You understand that failure isn't the end of the road, it's simply a part of the process. Responsibility requires self-awareness. To take responsibility for your life, you must first understand yourself, your strengths, your weaknesses, and your patterns of behavior. This self-awareness allows you to identify areas where you may be holding yourself back. Perhaps you've developed habits that undermine your goals, or maybe you've been avoiding difficult conversations that could lead to resolution. Taking responsibility means confronting these realities with honesty and a willingness to change. It's not always comfortable, but it's necessary for growth. The act of examining yourself in this way is a clear sign that you are moving closer to success, as it demonstrates a commitment to personal development. Another important aspect of responsibility is recognizing the impact of your choices on others. Success is not achieved in isolation. It often involves collaboration, relationships, and community. When you take responsibility for your actions, you also acknowledge how those actions affect the people around you. This awareness fosters accountability, which is essential for building trust and maintaining healthy relationships. Whether it's in your personal life or your professional endeavors, the ability to take responsibility for your role in any situation is a hallmark of true leadership. People are drawn to those who can admit their mistakes, learn from them, and strive to do better. Taking responsibility for your life is about reclaiming your agency. It's about stepping out of the passenger seat and into the driver's seat, no longer waiting for someone else to solve your problems or pave the way for you. It's a transformative process that requires courage, humility, and persistence. But the rewards are immeasurable. When you take responsibility, you not only position yourself for success, but also become the kind of person who can sustain it. This is not a one-time decision, but an ongoing commitment, a daily practice of choosing to be accountable for your life, no matter the circumstances. Each time you make this choice, you take another step closer to the success that you seek. Success is not a sudden, dramatic event that transforms your life overnight. It is the result of steady, incremental progress, small, deliberate actions that accumulate over time to create meaningful change. Unfortunately, in a world that often glorifies instant gratification and overnight success stories, it's easy to dismiss the significance of small steps. Yet, these steps are the true building blocks of achievement. Recognizing and valuing incremental progress is a critical sign that you are closer to success than you may realize. Progress, even when it seems insignificant, matters more than most people think. Small wins have a compounding effect. When you improve by just 1% every day, those improvements add up, creating exponential growth over time. This principle applies to nearly every area of life. For example, imagine dedicating just 15 minutes a day to a new skill, whether it's learning a language, practicing an instrument, or studying a complex subject. At first, the progress may feel imperceptible, but over weeks, months, and years, those small efforts accumulate into mastery. The key is consistency. Success is less about the magnitude of any single effort and more about the persistence of effort over the long haul. This process of incremental progress is not only practical, but also psychologically empowering. Every small step forward reinforces a sense of capability and builds momentum. When you accomplish something, no matter how minor, you signal to yourself that change is possible. These small victories build confidence and motivate you to keep going. Perhaps you've experienced this in your own life. So maybe you started by organizing one drawer in your home, and that small act of order inspired you to tackle larger areas. Or perhaps you began exercising for just 10 minutes a day, and over time, those 10 minutes grew into a full-fledged fitness routine. These examples highlight the power of starting small and staying consistent. Small actions create ripples that extend far beyond their initial impact. One of the challenges of incremental progress is that it often goes unnoticed, both by ourselves and by others. We tend to focus on the big, dramatic milestones, the promotion, the award, the public recognition. But these milestones are the culmination of countless unseen efforts. It's easy to overlook the value of these efforts because they lack the immediate gratification we often crave. However, those who understand the nature of success know that the true work happens in the quiet moments, behind the scenes. If you've begun to value these moments, if you can see the importance of each step, no matter how small, you are already far ahead of those who are still waiting for the perfect moment or the perfect opportunity. Another important aspect of incremental progress is that it allows for adaptability. When you approach success through small, manageable steps, you can adjust your course as needed. This flexibility is invaluable because the path to success is rarely straightforward. You might encounter obstacles, setbacks, or unexpected challenges, but incremental progress gives you the space to pivot and recalibrate without losing momentum. For instance, if you're working toward a long-term goal, such as starting a business or completing a degree, breaking the goal into smaller tasks makes it easier to stay on track even when circumstances change. Each completed task is a step forward, and those steps provide clarity and direction for the journey ahead. Incremental progress also fosters patience, which is a rare but essential virtue in the pursuit of success. In a world that often emphasizes speed and efficiency, the idea of slow, steady improvement can feel counterintuitive. However, true success that is meaningful and sustainable, takes time. Rushing the process often leads to burnout, mistakes, or a lack of fulfillment. By focusing on incremental progress, you cultivate the patience needed to stay committed to your goals, even when results are not immediately visible. This patience is a sign of maturity and resilience, qualities that are indispensable for long-term achievement. Incremental progress aligns with the natural way humans learn and grow. We are not designed to absorb everything at once or to achieve mastery in a single leap. Growth happens in stages, and each stage builds upon the previous one. When you embrace this process, you give yourself the freedom to learn, experiment, and improve at your own pace. You begin to appreciate the journey, not just the destination. This mindset not only makes the pursuit of success more enjoyable, but also increases your likelihood of reaching your goals. After all, when you focus on the process rather than the outcome, you are less likely to become discouraged by temporary setbacks. Another significant benefit of incremental progress is that it reduces the fear of failure. Large, ambitious goals can feel overwhelming and intimidating, leading many people to procrastinate or give up before they even start. Breaking these goals into smaller, actionable steps makes them less daunting. Each small step is manageable, and even if one step doesn't go as planned, it's easier to recover and continue. This approach builds resilience as you learn to view challenges as part of the process rather than as insurmountable barriers. Incremental progress is about creating a foundation for sustainable success. It's not about rushing to the finish line, but about building habits, skills, and systems that support long-term
growth. If you've started to notice small improvements in your life, whether it's developing better habits, making more intentional decisions, or simply feeling more capable, you are already on the path to success. These small signs may not seem monumental, but they are evidence of real, meaningful progress. Trust in the process. Stay consistently will eventually lead you to the success you seek. Success is not merely about reaching a particular milestone or achieving a specific goal. It is deeply intertwined with the alignment of your actions and your values. This alignment is a reflection of authenticity, a state where what you do in your daily life corresponds with what you truly believe in and care about. When your actions align with your core values, you create a sense of coherence and purpose that goes far beyond external achievements. It allows you to move through life with a sense of integrity, and that integrity is a critical foundation for lasting success. To understand why this alignment is so essential, consider the consequences of living out of sync with your values. When your actions are disconnected from what you truly believe, it creates inner conflict. You may achieve external success, such as financial gain or social recognition, but feel a persistent sense of dissatisfaction or emptiness. This is because the external rewards you are chasing do not resonate with your deeper sense of purpose. For example, someone might climb the corporate ladder and achieve a prestigious position, only to realize that the work they do doesn't reflect their values of creativity or making a meaningful impact. This disconnect can lead to burnout, anxiety, or even a crisis of identity. On the other hand, when your actions align with your values, every step forward feels meaningful. Success becomes less about external validation and more about living in a way that reflects who you truly are. This doesn't mean that the journey is always easy or without challenges, but it does mean that the effort feels worthwhile. When you are pursuing goals that align with your values, you are more likely to stay motivated, even in the face of obstacles. This is because your actions are rooted in something deeper than fleeting desires or societal expectations. They are connected to your sense of purpose, which provides a steady source of inspiration and resilience. One of the most significant signs that you are closer to success than you think is when you begin to notice this alignment in your daily life. You might find that the decisions you make, both big and small, reflect your values more consistently. Perhaps you've started prioritizing time with your family because you value connection, or you've committed to a healthier lifestyle because you value self-care. These actions may seem small, but they are profound indicators of progress. They demonstrate that you are not just chasing success for its own sake, but are building a life that is meaningful and fulfilling. This alignment also fosters a sense of integrity that extends beyond your internal experience to your interactions with others. When your actions reflect your values, you become more trustworthy and dependable. People respect and admire those who live authentically because authenticity is rare and deeply compelling. In both personal and professional settings, this integrity builds stronger relationships and opens doors to new opportunities. Whether it's a colleague who appreciates your honesty or a friend who values your reliability, the alignment of your values and actions enhances the quality of your connections, which is often a key component of success. Living in alignment with your values also helps you make better decisions. When faced with difficult choices, you can use your values as a compass to guide you. Instead of being swayed by external pressures or fleeting emotions, you can ask yourself whether a particular decision aligns with what you truly care about. This clarity simplifies the decision-making process and reduces the stress and uncertainty that often accompany major life choices. Over time, this habit of making values-based decisions builds a sense of confidence and self-trust, which are essential for success. Achieving this alignment requires self-awareness. You cannot align your actions with your values if you are unclear about what those values are. This is why taking the time to reflect on your beliefs, priorities, and long-term goals is so important. Self-awareness allows you to identify the areas in your life where you may be acting out of alignment. For instance, you might realize that while you value creativity, you've been spending most of your time on tasks that feel monotonous and uninspiring. Recognizing this discrepancy is the first step toward realignment. From there, you can begin to make changes that bring your actions closer to your values. This process of realignment is not always easy. It often requires courage and a willingness to let go of habits, commitments, or even relationships that no longer serve your purpose. It may mean saying no to opportunities that seem appealing on the surface, but don't align with your deeper values. It can be uncomfortable to make these choices, especially when they go against societal norms or the expectations of others. But the discomfort is temporary, and the rewards are lasting. Each step you take toward alignment strengthens your sense of self and moves you closer to authentic success. One of the most fulfilling aspects of living in alignment with your values is that it transforms the way you define success. Success is no longer about meeting external benchmarks or achieving status symbols. Instead, it becomes about living a life that feels true to who you are. This redefinition is incredibly liberating. It allows you to find joy and fulfillment in the journey, not just the destination. When your actions align with your values, even small accomplishments feel significant because they reflect progress toward a life that matters to you. The alignment of your actions and values is a clear and powerful sign that you are closer to success than you might realize. It is a form of success in itself because it means you are living with purpose and integrity. This alignment creates a foundation for sustainable growth, authentic relationships, and a deep sense of fulfillment. If you can recognize this alignment in your life, Take it as a sign that you are on the right path. Trust in the process and continue to act in ways that reflect your values. In doing so, you are not only moving closer to success, you are living it. The journey toward success is not always marked by ease or clarity. It often requires navigating through difficulties, facing uncertainties, and enduring setbacks. However, one of the most significant indicators that you are closer to success than you think is your growing ability to embrace challenges and persevere through adversity. Challenges, while uncomfortable and sometimes painful, are not barriers to success, but rather integral components of it. They serve as opportunities for growth, teaching you resilience, adaptability, and the ability to confront your limitations and exceed them. Challenges force you out of your comfort zone, pushing you to explore new possibilities and tap into strengths you didn't realize you had. When you face a difficult situation, whether it's a demanding project of personal hardship or an unexpected setback, you are presented with a choice. You can view the challenge as an insurmountable obstacle, or you can see it as a chance to grow. The mindset you adopt in these moments is critical. Those who achieve success understand that challenges are not merely things to be avoided or endured. They are necessary tests that refine your abilities and build your character. When you begin to approach challenges with curiosity and determination, rather than fear or avoidance, it is a clear sign that you are closer to success than you may realize. This shift in mindset reflects a deep understanding of the role that adversity plays in personal and professional development. For example, think about a time when you faced a difficult problem that initially seemed beyond your capacity to solve. Perhaps you doubted your ability to handle it, but as you worked through the issue, you discovered new skills, gained valuable insights, or developed a greater sense of confidence. These moments of growth are the essence of success, even if they don't immediately appear as such. Is a key quality that emerges from embracing challenges. When you face adversity and choose to persevere, you strengthen your ability to withstand future difficulties. Resilience is not something you are born with. It is cultivated through experience. Each time you confront a challenge and overcome it, you build a reservoir of strength that prepares you for the next obstacle. Over time, this resilience becomes one of your greatest assets, allowing you to stay focused and motivated even in the face of setbacks. It's important to recognize that resilience is not about avoiding failure, but about bouncing back from it. The ability to recover, learn, and continue moving forward is a hallmark of those who achieve lasting success. Challenges also teach adaptability, another essential trait for success. The path to achieving your goals is rarely linear, and the ability to adjust your approach when circumstances change is crucial. When you embrace challenges, you develop the flexibility to pivot, experiment, and find creative solutions. For instance, consider an entrepreneur who faces unexpected market shifts that threaten their business. Instead of giving up, they adapt their strategy, innovate, and find new ways to meet customer needs. This ability to adapt not only helps them survive the immediate challenge, but also positions them for greater success in the long run. Challenges force you to think critically, act decisively, and embrace uncertainty, skills that are invaluable in any pursuit. Challenges provide clarity about your goals and priorities. When you encounter difficulties, you are often forced to reevaluate what truly matters to you. This process can reveal whether the path you are on aligns with your values and long-term aspirations. Challenges have a way of stripping away distractions and focusing your attention on what is most important. This clarity can be transformative, helping you refine your goals and pursue them with renewed purpose. If you've begun to see challenges as opportunities to clarify your direction rather than as threats to your progress, it is a strong sign that you are growing closer to success. One of the most powerful aspects of embracing challenges is the sense of accomplishment that comes from overcoming them. When you tackle a difficult situation and emerge on the other side, you gain a profound sense of achievement that boosts your confidence and reinforces your belief in your abilities. These victories, no matter how small, are stepping stones on the path to success. They remind you that you are capable of handling whatever comes your way and that progress is possible even in the face of adversity. This sense of accomplishment fuels motivation, creating a positive cycle that propels you forward. Another important aspect of embracing challenges is that it fosters humility and a willingness to learn. Difficult situations often expose gaps in your knowledge or skills, prompting you to seek new information, ask for help, or develop new competencies. This process of learning and growth is an essential part of success. Those who achieve great things are not those who avoid challenges, but those who use them as opportunities to learn and improve. By approaching challenges with an open mind and a willingness to grow, you position yourself to gain the knowledge and skills needed to achieve your goals. Your ability to embrace challenges is a reflection of your commitment to growth and your belief in your potential. It shows that you are willing to step into discomfort, confront uncertainty, and persevere in the face of difficulties. These qualities are what set successful individuals apart from those who give up at the first sign of